flow like this. Tell me who got a flow like God.
What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's good? What it do? What's happening? You back here with the Cuttin Up Crew. You already know we come to cut up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go around it. I'm gonna go around here. You know, I'm gonna introduce my league of extraordinary gentlemen and lady. Okay. You know what I mean? As per usual, you already know who we are. You've been watching us every week, but in case this is your first time for some odd ass reason, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move on to the one and only, the Fat Mac himself, Tropical Papa, a.k.a. Wavyy Jonez in the building.
Grace, peace, and blessings, everybody out there. I hope you are enjoying your day and getting ready to enjoy this amazing episode of Cuttin Up.
There you go.
Yes,
that was good.
We have to call you beloved after that.
Beloved.
Do not call that man beloved, bro.
That's right.
Do not call that man beloved.
Wait, that's
the
like
movie ruined that way.
Nah.
It's good coming from a female.
We say,
hey, beloved.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
you
beloved,
can say it
you know,
to a
that's something
female,
that we
but you wouldn't
say.
say it to another dude,
I'm not
right?
saying that to a dude.
Nah,
Yo, what's
I
up,
mean,
beloved?
To a dude?
We call people beloved.
Yeah, it's beloved.
No.
I mean, that's...
I don't.
Let me hear you say it.
SDOT's extra macho, so
like
I understand.
Rob, like how would you
I'll be
say
like,
it?
peace, beloved.
First of all, stop it, okay?
Speaking
how,
of...
How would you say it?
Speaking of
Rob,
Rob,
I think I'll just say
we
Rob.
also have Mr. Rob Covington in the building. Mr. Rob Covington in the building. You know what I mean? How you doing today, Rob? How's it
What's
going?
up, beloved? yeah, no, that shit don't work. But I'm doing good, my G. Today's been like a really good week. It's like everything's been fucking epic.
How you doing, Rob?
It's been good. Nigga, I just said it's good. It's been a good ass.
I know we had all the off-camera stuff going on. So yeah, I want to pick back up so you can get lost in the edit. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was good.
Good.
It's been a good ass week, bro.
I
don't know if I can do the beloved shit though.
Oh, you don't have to, bro. You know,
I mean, like just walking up to
you did it.
to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Did I? Did I say beloved?
You did.
Well, last and certainly not least.
With your good ass memory. With your good ass memory. You did say beloved.
Don't start with
once you did say beloved.
I'm appreciative you did.
We got the lady of the house, the queen. You know what I mean? The one and only Lady SDOT Lee.
Hey.
What's good? How you
hey,
doing?
y'all. How y'all doing? I'm doing so good.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy. I know you happy to see me. Let me look. Should I do the Eminem?
I know you happy to see me. Word.
Let me start by saying, you know, I wear a custom wool.
You say you wearing a custom wool?
No.
Oh.
You should not have gotten
Listen, Dom is in a rare mood.
I think you look
today.
great.
I think you look great.
You
too.
walked in, I thought
great,
soul
y'all.
music should have came on
Thank
when you walked in, girl. R&B.
I appreciate that.
Go ahead, girl.
How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling?
Bless.
Yes.
Yeah,
me too.
Peace and blessings and you know whatnot. And you just look comfortable. Like
I'm super
want to
comfortable.
hug your ass up. You know what I mean?
I'm comfortable too.
I don't know whether to hug you or wipe my ass with you.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Wow.
See, I was going to say
I
down.
don't think it's that fluffy.
I was going to say downy or something like that.
The Charmin, you know, see Charmin sauce today.
Nah, hold up. Your favorite. I'm going to bring back
It's
a
super
classic.
warm, too.
You just make me want to snuggle.
Right.
Yeah,
she got the Snuggle shirt on. Like, I just want to.
And when I tell you, it's
You
so
cozy as
comfortable.
shit, girl.
It's so warm.
I just want to put on
I get cold
some
really, really
overalls,
easy.
a straw hat, and start picking on her.
Y'all, Wavyy has left the building. He is
Wavyy left us?
He over here looking at Alexis stuff, bro. I ain't even gonna fuck with you.
Are you looking at Alexis?
My man ain't
Wavyy.
He
gotta know what's going on.
Right.
Hey, yo, you got it.
You got it.
I'm not mad at that.
Man.
You gonna help me shear this sheep over here?
Yo. So what's up, Dominic? How you feeling today, man?
Yeah,
you
how
good,
you
man?
feeling, bro?
Appreciate you.
You good, man?
Wait a minute. We got some. See, this the silent killer over here.
Yeah.
Then she give you side eye when you start throwing bombs back over there. But watch through the whole episode. She just be sniping at necks.
Just light you on fire the whole time.
Hey, all y'all
No,
got, like,
bro. Last
coffee and stuff at the
episode,
table.
you lit me on fire the whole time.
Cold.
No, I'm doing good, man.
Cold in this.
See, I'm so bored.
I feel
know.
great.
I wish I could be like you right now.
No, for real.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
doing.
You got a t-shirt on too. You go.
Nah, I'm good, man.
How was your week?
Good. I'm hopped up on caffeine.
That is.
I just drunk that mocha,
Frappuccino.
that cold,
That cold
frappuccino.
shit.
Oh, so
y'all
your frat made
real,
it.
Y'all looking real good. Y'all looking real like y'all all three are glowing.
Thank you.
Y'all got a good glow going on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm looking back at these
look good.
episodes and I just been like, man, like we're a beautiful bunch of people.
For real.
Yeah.
Y'all look good.
And y'all can take it how y'all want to, because y'all
make
with
me
this
look
shit,
great.
I
That's
show
an amazing
people
compliment,
love,
bro.
you
That's
know
an
what I'm
amazing compliment coming from a dude.
No, I'm not insecure at all. You guys are some handsome fellas.
Yo,
There you go.
You know, handsome lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, that was a compliment.
I heard that's what they said about your ex too.
what?
Yeah, a lot of people say it though.
No, don't do that.
Wet.
Huh?
Yeah, I heard
Wait.
they were like,
you should
got
know
a face
better.
only a mother can love, handsome.
You should know better.
Yo, she
I'm
said
saying?
your ex had a beard. That's fucked up.
Yo, no cap, right? So there's this woman that I worked with on the set or whatever. Oh no, I don't want to do.
Yo,
that.
you about
She
to
don't
throw
know.
somebody
Nah,
under
you
the bus?
can't-
Yeah, but
take it back now.
it's
Too
gonna
late.
be a while.
I worked with her on
Out.
set. I worked with
She
her
may
on
not
set,
see it.
and
We're not editing this.
she said she was just doing a video yesterday, I think on Facebook, and she was like, "Hey, Wavyy," and I looked and I couldn't help but notice the mustache. You know what I'm saying?
She
And
had
I
the
thought
dark
she was like
line.
really cute at the time, but when I seen the mustache, I was like, nah.
Was it like a light one or was it like heavy?
It was noticeable.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember going to Florida when I was young, and my aunt, I don't know them people from Florida, you know what I'm saying? But they families, it was a family reunion, and she had like a bunch of gray stuff right here, like a gray patch of hair, and she walked around with it like it was nothing.
Oh no.
Yo.
So I
no.
asked her, was she gonna shave it?
And what she say? It
She
was,
said no.
Yo, you asked
For
her straight
real?
up?
Yes, yes.
Yo,
she
Come
said
on,
no.
bro. Yeah, she said
Leave
no.
it away.
it's funny because I got a kind of similar story. Years ago, I was shooting in Nashville, Tennessee, and I hope she don't see this, but if she do, I don't care. But we was sitting there, and I met this girl. I mean, I'm talking about Holly Berry. She was a doctor and everything.
Ooh, you met her in the
Body
club. didn't you?
banging, face fine as hell. She was paid, cool, everything, right? And man, so we started hanging out, you know, a couple of days, you know, and then we started going back, chilling at the crib, and you know, one thing led to another eventually, and it was like we started to get, you know, like making out and stuff like that. I'm like, I couldn't wait.
God, I'm nervous.
Because I mean, if you seen her, it was like, I mean, she had the
like
Holly
that.
Berry cut and everything. It was like, yo, y'all related? He's like a thicker Holly Berry. I'm like, yeah.
Lord is good.
So I'm like, I don't know, man. This might be the one. You know, and sitting there, man, and we got to messing around. She put on this sexy little lingerie and stuff. We in her bed, I'm kissing on her neck, and I'm come down to the chest. I'm about to whip them juicy ass melons out. And it's a patch of fucking curly
you
hair.
ain't gotta tell me no more, bro.
Right in the middle
I
of the
swear to
chest.
God, you ain't had to tell me no
Like,
more.
I ain't talking about no peach fuzz. I'm talking about she had more in that patch. It was just a little circular
It looked like
patch
your hair.
that is
right
weird.
there. It was long.
You don't do stuff like that?
No, look.
Like have a patch of hair in the middle of my breast? Nah, I don't
Like,
got
how's
no
that
hair
even
where it's not supposed
possible?
to be.
Get you some clippers and shave that every morning.
No, but look, here's my
That
thing. I've
every
seen
morning.
that with like the older ladies and
Yeah,
okay,
lower
but you never seen the
estrogen and
younger
stuff
ones.
under the neck.
Nah, I
I ain't
can't
never
have none
seen
of
a
that.
woman with
Pat
chest
right
hair.
here.
So what'd you do?
I was like, so,
Did you ask her?
yeah. I mean, you
Good.
can't avoid it.
Right.
She knew why I stopped, and so I
Right.
was like, and I'm thinking about the rest of her, like, God, she is.
With that patch of hair.
Right, and I'm like, so you ever, you think about getting this waxed off or
Right.
like lasered off or something? She was like, oh no, my power's in my chest hair.
Hold up. Why I feel
She
like I
said-
remember that shit?
She said she will never shave it because that's her power. And
So
I'm
did you
like,
continue?
Yo,
nah, it's a wrap. Like, what I'm gonna
Damn.
do with you?
My powers and my
Man,
chest
embrace the
hair.
power.
Yo, because
Did
it's
she
like,
say,
it's
like,
the touch.
my
You
power?
can't touch and feel like a...
My chest hair.
Dog, like, how do you explain
You
that?
didn't
Like,
say he was handsome
Maybe you
as
would have.
that.
you had an event. You had an event
You
with
might
your
have saw
friends, and
something
she got a
else.
sexy ass low cut dress on. You know what I mean? And your boy's like, "Hey, Dom, what's going on? Man? What's going on with your brother right here?" Like, nah,
That's so
it's not a
crazy.
dude. It's just I don't know what the hell's going on. But she won't cut
She
it.
got a Superman right here. She got
And
a
it was you
Superman
can't.
patch.
It's not one of those. Be like, yeah, but look at that
I'm
ass,
real funny
bro.
about certain things too.
I'm glad
I'm
I'm-
just funny.
All right, you got to tell
Yeah.
us what's your funny thing.
I mean, I got so many. Like, I don't like when people have the white things here.
The white thing.
That we like
You
when
ever
they
seen
talk
somebody
and
when
they get that.
or like
Oh,
if
that
they
white
smoke
crap?
weed or
Oh,
something
yeah,
and they
yeah.
like have dry mouth and it's the white stuff on his.
Yeah,
see, that's as a weed, you gotta have.
I was talking to someone and they had it, and I could not. I was just like,
yo, bro, if
it's
that
like, where
ever
does that come
happens,
from?
if that ever happens to me,
anything.
tell me straight up. Like,
no, he was like, "Are you listening?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Cause you got the damn white thing, right?
got
and it's
the
just
white
like
thing.
moving every time."
Wow.
Yeah,
it
no,
was
that's
so
it.
disgusting.
That
Isn't
shit
it nasty?
bothered me.
Even on a female, it's even worse.
Like, I'm about to call the police. Like, you're like, what? Yes. I mean, I'm so bothered right now. Like, I'm calling the cops. You need to leave.
But see, I'm the same way about bad breath. If a girl's pretty as shit and her breath's bad, or if she got that
Hygiene.
yellow tea shit when you sitting there
or
going,
like the plaque stuff.
Yeah.
please brush your teeth. Do something about that, bro.
Yo,
You too cute for that.
Yo, you know this people though, right? Like when we in moments like this talking about this stuff. If you look around the table,
everybody take
like I'm watching Dom like.
Listen, I know I don't got it. I was like,
Everybody
can't help
like,
it. That is disgusting. I just cannot.
That could turn something off real quick. A funky fine girl is just rough.
That and a bunch of blackheads like on a like that.
Because that means you're not taking care of your skin
like
and
makes
shit
you
like that.
Like if you feel like you need to like pop them.
Like, you know where you can see them, like the big ones.
Yeah.
And it's like a bunch. You like, what's
Why
going
aren't you
on?
taking care of
Poor is
yourself?
all messed up.
Right. Like, what you been doing?
Can you get rid of those though?
Yeah, you can.
Drink some water and wash your
Yeah,
face.
like
Some
you
people
change your
just don't
diet and
care.
like they may not know though.
But
They
then
might have a bad diet and
people,
just don't know.
People can be allergic to stuff. There's some stuff that people can get allergic to, not know they're allergic to. Makes their skin break out.
Interesting.
Yeah, or that, somebody like, and I haven't dated anybody like this, but just, it's like, I hate to be like this, but church, you know what I mean? And some other places, with them certain women, they get up and he's just like,
Oh,
and you smell something?
Yes, sir.
that.
Wait,
Yes,
and
sir.
you smell
How do
like
you
the
not
air?
smell
Yes,
your
sir.
ass? When
Oh
you-
my God!
when
And it's
you
one of
smell
those
like
wafting things.
Yeah.
And you just like, bruh, are
like,
you
how
serious?
do you not know that? How do you not?
shouldn't stand up in the seat smell.
Okay, listen. There was this. Okay, my one time that I was thinking of like dating outside of my race, right? Oh God, if he sees this, he's gonna know it's about him because I told him.
And if he's white, you know
damn,
he's
you
gonna
told
show
him?
up. It's like, you like talking about people, SDOT?
Lady,
Listen, this was like, he was a Caucasian dude, and I mean, fine. This dude was fine, right? So I'm like, he might be my maybe. So he asked me out, like, can we go out, whatever? So we start going out on some dates and stuff. So one day, what was that spot that they ended up shutting down towards Mayfair? What was that spot? Does it start with? Yeah, it was like a little small. Not Fibbers. The other one starts with an L, I think.
It used to be Dirty Martini.
Dirty Martini.
Is that it?
And then it changes something else.
Yeah,
it was like in Lumina Station.
Yes.
Lumina Station, yeah.
Listen, we go there. I'm like, yo, let's go to this little, because I'm like, I can't bring him nowhere. People know me yet.
Damn.
Let's go to I got to look. I have a spot we can go to.
Yo, girls are worse than dudes, bro.
You like Lumina Station?
Yeah.
I love Lumina
that
Station.
was a spot where it was like the uppity black folk and the white folk. So, yo, listen.
I made this man turn around and look all the way back at the camera, on camera like this.
Somebody type it. I want to know what they're saying.
So listen, maybe me because I ran into
like
the
a
mic.
bad
Y'all didn't even
kid.
see it. It was like poof, and I was playing it off like
I
that.
wasn't gonna call you out.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it
Did you see it though? Shit. You know what? I
Yo,
love
we
you in
all
this
bad.
be on
moment.
crack.
Don't worry, we're not sheepish. We're not bad.
You know what? You can talk about me all night. I love it.
Speaking to the mic.
Okay,
Speak to the mic.
What the fuck?
No, so listen,
What
we
was
go right, and we start dancing. So we're like on like the middle of the floor, and all of a sudden, something comes up and knocks the hell out of my damn nostrils.
No.
Okay, no, it was so bad. So I'm like, listen, I'm not knowing. So I'm like, what the, yo, you smell that? Asking him.
You're like, nah.
No.
This way he says no. So I'm like, ain't no way. It was so disgustingly nasty and sour and just gross. Yo, it was his ass. It was his ass.
Yeah, swamp ass?
We
Why
get
the
in
hell he smell like that?
No, we get in the car and it's whenever he sweats. So listen, so I end up, because he calls me one day, he's like, hey, what's up? We haven't been seeing each other. And I said, listen,
You got swamp
I need to
ass.
tell you something, right? And I was like, this is going to
You
be a
got
very
gator
difficult
booty.
conversation. I want to see you in person so I could like tell you. So look, I got up with him in person.
That's fucked up.
So first he was like, Joe, just like,
Send
I
that
couldn't come
to me
out and
through
say
a
it. He was like,
text.
he made me say it. Just come out and say it. I was like,
You got swamp ass.
it's your ass.
You got old
No,
gator
because I was like,
booty.
listen, you had like an odor. He was like, an odor? Like he didn't know. And he's like, well, from where? And I was like, I really don't want, it was like a very intimate place.
You either
I
got
think,
jungle
right?
nuts or
He's like,
swamp
just
ass.
say it.
One
So I
of
was
the
like,
two.
okay, your ass was smelling real sour and disgusting. So look, so he goes, yeah, I had a real bad BO when I was younger, and
You
sometimes
ain't
when
younger now.
right, I'm like younger.
You need to soak.
Man.
You need to soak, my G.
It was really bad. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm talking about people that were on the thing. Cause I know they could smell it.
Yeah, they
Listen,
thought it was you.
they
You
could.
know that, right?
If I smelled it, and you could see people looking around like,
Bro, they
that's
thought it was
bad.
You know, we want to talk about, you know, this body positive wave that's been going on for, I say, the last 2-3 years.
Body positive wave.
Yeah.
Is it a wave?
I am body positive.
Yeah.
Wave too.
I mean, it's always existed.
Right.
But it went from, we had the era of time where if you were like, you know, grotesquely overweight or even kind of overweight, the media, you know, and I'm talking about as far as like media wise, they didn't want to see, you know, BBW, you know, singers, actors, actresses, and stuff like that. Like, it was like, everything was like, when you got on, it was like, oh, you got to drop them pounds.
Yeah.
Right.
But see, like, I think Monique did it best first. Because she was always body positive. Like, she's been a big girl the whole time, and she's always been like, yo, fuck that, I'm beautiful.
But she was kind of in a lane of her own. It's like, it only worked for Monique.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Facts.
It was like, you know, but Monique was
but
also.
she was a pioneer, kind of.
Yeah, her talent exceeded anything you could try to knock her down with. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that goes to show even with her, you know, in the last year or two, she's dropped a lot of weight.
Has she?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
she
see,
looks
that's
she's
excellent.
big on
like,
fitness and everything.
That kind of like
now.
argues that balance, though. Like, body positive and then healthy being.
But see, that's my issue.
So
That's
like
that's my only
weird
issue.
Doubles. Like,
yeah,
standard.
because you have people that and I'm saying this from having spoken to some people in private about you know who are publicly like, you know, you gotta love these roles and be happy and be fly. I'm flying this. But then you see them in person, in private, and you talking to them, you hear them say things, and you're just like, the two ain't matching up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, are you happy, or are you just trying to convince everybody you're happy because you are the way you are, and you don't know what to do or how to fix it, you know, at least fast enough. And so, are we selling a false dream to people and saying, no, it's okay. If you want to be big as a house, be big as a house. You know, or if you want to be big as an apartment, be big as an apartment. No, I'm just saying, like, dude, men and women, you know what I mean? I ain't no scrawny, you know, shredded up dude right now, you know? So I understand people got the struggles with weight and, you know, different things, not even just weight, you know, other things. Some women have, you know, they're tall with no behind and a flat chest, and they got to accept that or, you know, go cut themselves up and do stuff about it.
Yeah.
But there are women and men who are like, damn that, this is who I am. This is the way I am. Like, accept it and love it. But then you deal with people, especially when you're talking about being overweight. Being overweight, and I'm not knocking anybody for being overweight. What I'm saying is there, like you said, that balance of, or excuse me, Rob, I think said it, that balance of health. Yeah. And, you know, also being, you know, you're screaming to the public, be you. Don't worry if people don't accept you for that. Just be who you are. Have that belly, you know, eat what you want to eat, live your life. But then they're not talking about the health risk associated with it, diabetes, heart disease,
because
I mean, other things that come with it.
Because even if that is you, and I get it, you're a bigger person, but is that really your best version of you? Are you happy with that version? Because if you're happy with that version, dope, then be the version you be. But if you're really inside unhappy, but you yelled at just to make yourself feel some sort of way, then, bro, you doing the same thing that a guy who's gay pretending he's straight. You're doing the exact same thing. Yeah,
but what about the younger people, like the kids? Because now in society, especially in America, I mean, America's the fattest country in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Per capita. Right, that's actual statistics. We're the fattest damn nation.
Really fat people,
bro. It's bad to watch it. If you ever fly from Miami,
fat people
to
everywhere.
No, listen. When
Except Hollywood.
When I was
no Miami,
I know, right?
It's illegal in Hollywood,
bro. Even Miami, you go to Miami, it's like that. You like it's immediately changed. You get in the airport, and you like. The hell? Yeah. Everybody just left the gym.
Yeah, but when I went back home, when I went to New York, I felt like the fattest person up there, like looking around or whatever, because I don't know what it is. Like in New York, they got a jail mentality, so everybody got to be working out and have white shirts on all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm selling waters in front. I'm like, yo, I'm the only fat person out here, son, because everybody is playing basketball and all. I said, I've been eating too good in the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I am a person that often does even call myself the Fat Mac or whatever. But at times it's like, yeah, I wish I was a little bit
taller.
Nah, like you know what I'm saying? Anybody can improve. It's all about improvement. So it's like I could be a little bit smaller.
Would you want to be smaller though?
I don't see that.
Would you prefer to be healthy or smaller?
No, I would prefer to be healthy more so than anything. I'm not one of these dudes trying to fit in the skinniest pants. That's not my style. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate who I am. But at the same time, I think back to Heavy D. You know what I'm saying? Heavy was a big guy. Yeah. And he had this thing with his weight where he would go up and he would go down, go up and go down. And I don't want to be one of those type of people. I would love to lose some weight. I was at my doctor's yesterday and she said, Mr. Jones, you done gained some weight since earlier this year.
She started shaking her head. That's not good.
Yeah, she started shaking her head. Had her back to me. It was shaking her head. You know what I'm saying? so it is something with me, but at times like people get depressed and they stress eat and all type of stuff. So it all does play on your mental as well, being a big person. But I'm curious to know from you, when did you hear something about a body positive wave? Like
just what I've been noticing, you know, especially on social media. Yeah. You know, you're seeing a lot of bigger and more so. I think
like the Lizzle.
I think the dudes are more like a little shy about doing it. They do it in their own way, you know what I mean? Fly big men or something like that. But it's more so the females that, you know, the bigger females that are like, you know, screw the skinny chicks and I love me and I love my body and I love that energy.
I am the way I am.
Yeah, I love that energy.
Oh, like the joint we seen the other day.
What?
With the chick when you sent me the girl, the big girls.
Laughing.
Oh, what was it?
You tagged me in it with the big girls. They was
rapping. The rapper. Yeah. She was
a big
flying
girl
hefty.
rapping. She was killing it.
Yeah, she was happy to be big. She was
damn right.
Mrs. Fat Mac.
Oh,
you know. But times two.
Right.
Damn right.
So did y'all? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Oh no. So I was just saying I've just seen that a lot more, and I've wondered, like, you ever heard that saying where somebody says, who are you trying to convince?
Yeah.
Me or yourself?
Thou does protest too much.
So it feels, sometimes that energy feels like, yo, I'm convinced. Like, are you trying to convince me or are you trying to convince yourself at the end of the day? Because then you see them.
yourself up.
Right, and you see them all like that, and then they get a Weight Watchers contract, and it's like they dropped 92 pounds for that check. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait a minute, I thought it was big girls for life.
I thought you was beautiful, this is what you wanted.
And then you turn around, or they just go away, and then they pop up. They had surgery or something. You like waist snatch and all that, and you're like, wait a minute, but I've been following you for like a year, listening to this body positive stuff, and then now once you got your bread up, you went and got snatched.
Yeah, and see, like I feel like I love it if you like. No, what I'm saying is, no matter what, I'm beautiful. If I was big, if I was small, it doesn't matter. I'm beautiful. Okay, cool. But if you just, like you said, just talking it up just so you can make yourself feel some sort of way while you're around people, that's not
because I'm not, and to be clear, I'm not talking about everyone should be fit and skinny. No, that would be a weird world. Right. Like, that'd be a weird world. And there's some big girls you like, damn, she fly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure there's big dudes out there with the big bellies where some girls be like, he fly though. Yeah. He fly, I like him. You know, some women that. Some men like that.
And confidence.
What was you about to say?
For me, I feel like the whole thing is about confidence. It's the confidence for me. Like, I love when I see somebody who's confident in their skin and I don't care what you look like. That is sexy to me. Real talk. And Rihanna had this thing because it was so big, and it actually, first of all, anything Rihanna does, you know, it's just a huge thing anyway. But she did like her Savage Fenty.
I saw that.
Show.
I saw that. She had the big girls on there.
Yeah. And not only that, she did a campaign, and it was bigger dudes.
Yeah.
And it went crazy on Twitter. This dude was like, I have never in my life seen a body type like mine, and I want to thank you for putting this out there. And it was like a dude and like,
exactly who you talking about.
Yo,
you know he's the reason I got the gym.
For real? Yo, but he was like, he had like a belly and stuff, but he was just
that wasn't no belly.
Girl, I see this girl.
It wasn't a big belly, but
that was a tank. But I'm talking.
Yeah, but like,
I'm talking about.
he was like in boxers sitting there, and he had
we're not talking about the same person.
No, he had like, this is somebody.
He had like a color in his hair, something like that.
No, nah.
Okay, yeah.
And listen, for me, I was like,
I'm talking about the
he's
dude that was
sexy to me. I liked it.
It was the way he carried himself, though.
No, I'm talking about it was a campaign, and it was him modeling, but like he wasn't walking. Like it's like a stock photo.
Yeah.
But it was for Savage Fenty, and this photo went viral, and people were like dudes, all the dudes. It's on Instagram. It's everywhere, and it's a whole thread of guys.
Damn right.
Yo, I've never seen somebody that looks like me. Like, this is so dope. And if you think about it, you don't.
Nah.
You don't see no black dude that's kind of like, unless he fit and he's showing all his stuff. Like how you said, he made you want to get in the gym. Yeah. This dude was like a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? Not the most fit, and was sexy as hell. Like sitting there like chilling.
It's just swag at the way how you carry yourself.
You can be like, don't get it twisted. You can be flying sexy and be husky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you husky ladies out there that's listening,
sexy, bro.
some of y'all are fine as hell. You know what I mean? And some of you fellas out there, strut that belly. You know what I mean? Keep that fade tight. Right. You know what I mean? Keep your clothes, keep
and
flossing.
Then low key, every dude here has seen that big girl come through. That she, it's her character and her personality. Yeah. She's so sexy because of the way she carries herself. And you like, yo, your confidence got it, bro.
Yeah. So what I'm more so leaning toward, is not necessarily about you have to be a certain size.
Right.
So I think that's bullshit. You know what I mean? There's never gonna be a time where everybody's fit or everybody. I done seen a girl that looked like she was a good solid 350 pounds and keep up with the small girls in a dance troupe and do backflips and splits, and I was like,
you gotta do
bro, how is she moving like that?
Where was that?
I don't remember what it was. A video I saw. I don't remember what it was from.
I feel like it was on a cheer thing we went to once.
No. This was a video I seen. It was a black chick, and she was just like, some of the shit she was doing at her size, I was like flabbergasted. Like, how did she just do that?
Yeah,
because the other girls couldn't do the splits like she was doing. You know what I mean?
I love that people are celebrating themselves. Like, for me, I think it's a super, super, super dope thing to see. The flip side of it is, and I can't remember which one of you said it, is that when you are, if you're an artist or whomever, and you are celebrating this, oh, I'm thick and I'm gonna keep showing you this, or I'm overweight.
Yeah.
I'm a fat, because there's girls that be like, I'm a fat girl, right? Yeah. But then all of it, so you're saying that. So you're like the representation for big girls,
right?
And then you lose a shitload of weight.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You know
it's like, are you proposing?
Like,
to
I'm
the
almost
public?
waiting on one of the ones you mentioned. I don't want to shout her out because I love her, to do the same thing. I'm like, because she's always up there showing everything and jiggling. I'm like, are you gonna be the next one?
But the other one we spoke about did the same thing,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I remember my mom saying something about that years ago, and it was like it be representations, but at the same time, be responsible of the message that you're putting out.
That's my point.
Yeah, you know, be very responsible with that, because we all quick to say all this stuff and say we feel good about it, but we got to watch the messaging that we putting out.
Right. When a 10-year-old girl who's chunky is looking at you, and the doctors are saying to mom,
you got to take
she's
care
a little
of her.
too big. You need to work on getting her on a diet, getting her down a little bit. For her age, she shouldn't be this big.
That's
but
not
then
healthy,
she's looking at so-and-so who's like, I'm big as, I love it. I'm this, I'm that.
I'm big.
And she's like, well, why? Like, I'm idolizing this heavy chick, and she's loving who she is and embracing who she is. Why can't I just eat what I want and embrace who I am? And it's like, your body can't take it.
Yeah, and see, and it's one.
But I think that's up to the parents.
It's back to that balance.
That's parenting, because I feel like that's when the parents should say, no, what she's showing you is that it's okay to love who you are at any stage where you are.
Yeah.
But your doctor is saying, from a healthy point, let's get you to where you're healthy. You look beautiful, and
Facts.
I love you for who you are. Like, I feel like it's just the way that you say it. Like, I feel like if you look at the person, like, say if it was my daughter or my son, and they're looking at somebody that's like always out there, like, oh, I'm big and I love it. It's up to me as a parent to say, hey, listen, let me just set the tone for this. What they're saying is that they look great no matter how they are, and I love you looking just the way, and to me, you're beautiful no matter what. However, we need to make sure that you're beautiful and healthy at the same time, and you're healthiest.
You're a dope parent, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is
Not
like
dope
that.
parents,
You know what I mean? Not everybody.
Yeah.
And sometimes these idols that people make out of social media stars or entertainers, that's
they're
who
raising.
that's who they're looking to.
I got
and
you.
what to Wavy's point, and that's what I was leaning toward, was is the messaging wrong? Like being confident in yourself, no matter what size you are, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You should be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But your messaging, you know what I'm saying?
What are you putting out there?
It's like if you're leaving out another part, or you're portraying, like you said, the ones portraying a certain thing, and then they show up 6 months later, snatched, and it's like, so what about that little girl or all 10,000 of them little girls that was idolizing you because you were big like them, and you was like, be like this, be like this. And then now they see you all snatched, and it's like, what the hell? What just happened?
It's like a borderline, because it's still like, it's good for them to see that she made that change in her life, but then it kind of negates what you've been yelling at the whole time. Like, I love what my uncle said. Our uncle Petey, he told me best when I was little, because I grew up chubby. And he was like, I was like, man, I am who I am. I want to be like big. And because I had just found out who Biggie was. So I was like, I'm going to be like big. He get girls and stuff. And he was like, what if I told you that's not necessarily who you are? You don't necessarily know who you are yet. You need to find out whether or not this is who you actually are to be this big, or whether or not you could be healthy and look completely different. And it kind of changed my perspective on looking at somebody world and then idolizing their world and going, okay, because I'm similar to that, I'm going to adopt that. And he was like, bro, that might not be you. And it kind of changed my look at it.
And to me, half of it comes from a positive place. You know what I mean? When you see these people out here doing this, I really strongly feel that there are, a lot of those people who are really confident in who they are and do really feel what they're saying. The danger is, to me, the other half, though, is really just trying to cover up how they feel about themselves, and then putting out a false image or a false messaging to almost like, when somebody about to joke on you because of something you got on, or, you cut your eyebrow off or something, and you point it out first and make it like it's nothing. So it's like, now you can't attack me for what I'm putting out there. Right. You know what I mean?
I feel like they go over the top with it sometimes.
Yeah, because some people you be looking at and be like, bro, you 2 cheeseburgers from the hospital.
Yeah.
And you out here talking about, I love the way I look.
I love the way. I'm so mad we don't have enough time. It's like this type of, I wish I would have noticed the topic, because it's like a lot I want to say, and I feel like I don't have the words to say it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of looking around like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? But I get everything you saying, but I feel we as people, regardless, should feel good about ourselves. Like I said earlier, be responsible about your messaging or what you're saying, but at the same time, if you know you need to get in the gym, get in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? So we do need to be more responsible about the stuff that we say. And damn, I just wish I had more time to think on this, man.
Yeah, well, it's like a.
I feel like it's a topic for me.
Yeah,
you trying to call me out, man?
No. I didn't even think about it.
You look great,
cool.
Bro, you look great.
But no, it's like I follow this woman on Instagram. I can't remember her full name. I think it's like Autumn Star or something like that. And she's a bigger, girl. She's not like huge, but she's a bigger woman, and she models and other stuff. But you see her doing the body positive message, but she's also always like in the gym working. Training. So you got to keep your health up, handle that health, eating right, you know what I mean, stuff like that, right? So it's all about, it's like, I'm bigger. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I am thinking about my health. Health is important. If you need to drop all of that weight to live, screw what you see here. Go drop all of that weight to live.
And it gives her a certain legitimacy, like when she does that. Because if not, it kind of takes away from it, because you're not living your best life. If you living your best life and that's how you are, okay, cool. That gives you that legitimacy then, as opposed to just making some shit up.
Like, have you seen my man from the Fat Boys?
Prince Markie Dee?
No, not Markie Dee. The real dark skin, the real black one.
He lost all that damn
dude,
weight,
you
man.
Cannot even recognize him.
I didn't know that was him, dude.
He's smaller than Rob.
Yeah.
Like, show me. I need a before and an after.
Yo.
Like, remember the Fat Boys? Remember
the
darkest
Jamie
one?
Put it on the screen.
It was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's about a solid 180 now.
He was
you
remember the real big dude, right?
Yeah.
And then there was the other dark skinned dude. He was almost as big as him, but not as big.
That's who it was?
Yeah, the other one passed.
Yeah.
So when he passed,
the biggest one,
from health complications from being overweight, and then his boy was like, "I'm dropping this."
The one on the end, yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what you got.
See, some people, to me though, they don't look good when they lose a lot of weight. Some people look good with the weight.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like they lose all the weight, and it's like I don't know.
I wonder, is it because we're so accustomed to seeing them like that when they change,
No, because
we're
there's
not
other
used to seeing
people
them
that like Adele. Adele looks beautiful. She
Phenomenal,
lost.
yeah.
Phenomenal.
There was somebody else that lost a lot of weight that she looked amazing.
Al Sharpton, his head still looks big.
He looked weird.
Like he don't. He's one of those that looks kind of crazy, skinny.
And at one time, Oprah lost some weight, and she looked a little strange,
Ross
but she looked
still
good.
looks like like he's losing a lot of weight, but he still looks decent.
Yeah,
he still looks like he doesn't look weird with losing it.
Timberland got in good shape.
Yo,
Timberland got in really good shape and got dieseled in the mud. There was somebody else that did that too.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks great.
Yeah, he switched his whole pattern.
Yeah,
man. People get tired of living a certain way. It's like,
and it looked like he done reversed ageism too.
Let me see what you got.
It does that. Autophagy.
Hello.
A lot of people don't know
Big
about
word,
autophagy.
do it.
Hello.
Yeah, it's when
Yeah,
your
he does look
cells,
great.
you get to a
Regenerate.
healthy point where your cells recycle themselves
Hello.
instead of just getting rid of it. They recycle themselves, and so you actually age slower.
Yep, because
Or you can even reverse some of your look, your aging.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
from every 2 to 7 years, your body changes every
I need
cell
to be
in
healthier.
your body.
Like you, that's
So
what you gotta do.
but
like
you
what
can
works
program
for
what
you.
what your life is like because your body changes every 7 years, every cell in your body. So you can kind of change, and that's why I tell like people that I'll be teaching about health and stuff. Like you don't even know if you living your best life when you're unhealthy sometimes because your whole mindset changes. How you would think, how you would deal with confrontation, arguments, and stuff like that. Arguments that you have with your loved ones, you might not actually have. But after you become healthy, your cells don't work the same. Your mental cycle doesn't work the same, and even your menstrual doesn't work the same for ladies and guys.
Right. You're right. Working out is just so good.
It changes your whole. I mean, your blood chemistry changes and everything. So you might not be who you think you are, and if you try, you might change everything.
yeah, that working out shit boring too.
Not if you do it right, bruh. Bruh, I can give you workouts.
You know what you could do though? Like this is what I'm gonna start doing. There's this thing called like hip hop Tabata. I don't know if you guys heard.
I heard of that.
Yo, and it's like a big thing, and it's. I was like, okay, this could be something like because it doesn't feel like I'm just like.
All right, so big facts.
Shit. Like,
when you train with me, were you ever bored?
No.
Nope.
But we do mixed martial arts. It's different.
Well, see,
that's why I love
so
martial arts.
We did so much different things that I made sure your brain never got a chance to realize you were working out. By the time I called it and was like, yo, it's done, you were like, what do we do? You just did 2 hours. And you had no idea.
Yeah, we would really, we would go into,
And the other part that's important too is your mentality.
It's gotta be.
You've got to give yourself a chance because it's when you start off working out, especially if you're not used to working out.
I need this because I'm about to start tomorrow morning.
You're gonna be straining.
I'm restarting. So
you're gonna be straining your body, and your body's gonna be like, "Stop this shit!
Stress.
I don't want to do this. Go eat some fat shit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got to push past that. And then after, you do that for about a month, and then all of a sudden it starts to switch for you. Then you start to crave it. Because what happens, there's endorphins and there's hormones and stuff that get triggered from you working out. Lifting weights, it taps down your cortisol.
Yeah.
Cortisol is the cause of stress.
It's the stress
and
hormone.
it makes you store body fat. It tells your body to stop, using fat for energy in the store. It makes you crave bad foods, and it's a
your
depressant.
Insulin levels change. Your cortisone level change. Everything starts to flip.
So when you start lifting weights and working out and getting that exercise in, it actually triggers different hormones. It taps down the cortisol so you don't have to deal with that. So if you're in a bad mood, it helps put you in a better mood.
Right.
Just working out.
Yeah.
You might not even know why.
Really
you hear weightlifters talk about craving the pump.
The
You
pump.
got to get the pump. And because
and you
that
start
pump,
to thrive off of that.
that pump gets you hype and it triggers because just like anything else, it works the same way crack works.
Yep.
Bad foods and sugars work. Once you trigger certain endorphins, then your body starts to crave whatever that is.
I need that.
Right.
I need that.
So when you get used to getting the pump and that good feeling from working out, then it switches from, I don't want to do this shit, to when you're missing it because you got a busy day and your body starts going, hey man, forget all this other shit.
Yeah.
Let's go hit that gym. Like, I want that feeling. Like, come on, let's go. But you got to build up to it to give your mind time to switch over to that mode. And then once that happens, when you're missing it, you're on set working and stuff, you'll feel yourself craving, like, I got to go
you
lift
need
something.
to thrive. Yeah.
So, how did people back in the day, before it was weights and all this stuff in the gyms, how did our people stay super like with like the cuts and super healthy, but still like?
Well, so you also
What's
got to
the
remember
paleo
like
diet?
what time? Yeah, what time period are you talking about?
Oh yeah, okay.
Because if you're talking about the 60s, that's when we started noticing this is a problem. And right before the 50s, we was all working in fields and industry jobs and stuff like that. So health wasn't
and not just that, but remember,
like, do you
processed
have
foods
weights?
and fast foods
No,
weren't really a thing.
I haven't worked out with weights now in 2 years, and I'm in the best shape I've been in.
Damn.
See, that's what's up then, because I want to do stuff at the crib. Like, it's just easier, especially with the COVID thing and stuff. I go in the gym and I feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like,
Check
if I
out
don't
a
have
guy
a trainer,
I
I get discouraged.
Yeah.
Like, I tried it and I'm literally in there and then I get frustrated and I just go home.
Oh, you gotta have a plan. Like, check out a guy I love. His name is Jeff Cavalier. Jeff Cavalier at Athlean X, mostly because he's one of the most scientifically correct people I know, to a point to where I can name his name and know I can send you to him and not have to worry about, oh, okay, well, this video kind of sucked or that one was kind of bad. It's right on, and he can give you workouts that literally you're doing stuff in the door seal. And
Really?
and worn out, going, what? Like, seriously, I've been doing this only for a minute. What
do you
are
do, like on YouTube?
Actually, he actually has a program. I one of the only times as a personal trainer, I went out and divvied out the money. I was like, yo,
Really?
your program was so dope that I got 2 programs off of his YouTube. It was dope. And I was like, I was doing it with my nephew who was having problems with his weight, and he had to go to the hospital, and someone said something about it. And then he started training out with
Jeff
me.
Cavalier.
Jeff Cavalier.
Yeah,
Come
and
up right now.
another really dope, especially for beginners. I sent this app to Wavyy. It's called Shred. And there's
That's
other
what it is.
apps like it, but it's really Shred is really dope because you can kind of set the kind of program you want to do, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to build muscle, whether you want to power train, whether you just want to get, more cardio fit, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And it has, and even for people who travel and stuff and be in a hotel, can't get to a gym, it'll give you at-home workouts with no weights and all that. And you literally, it's like having a trainer in your pocket. It will keep time, like, all right, get up from your break. Break is over. And it'll tell you the next exercise and how many you need to do.
How many?
And
So
it
if
even
you're
has
on
videos if you don't know what to do, how to do it.
Okay.
You could tap it and it'll show you a person doing the exercise.
Yeah.
So you have no reason in it,
To not
you
know,
could check.
even if you're in the gym.
Yeah, you could pick the time. Like, man, I got a crazy day today. I would just want to do a quick workout, 30-minute one.
Yeah.
Hit 30-minute, and it'll run you through a 30-minute cycle. Or you're like, I got time today. You could do an hour and a half or just an
Right.
hour. You know what I mean? And I got real good results from that.
And another one that I really like, and he's like a mentor for me on Instagram. His name is Dovies, Dovies. Dovies, African guy. This guy is dope. He comes up with some programs it's almost just moving around.
Yeah.
But his whole program, I pay, and it's only $5 a month. And that's one thing I love the most about that one, because it was easy, it was cheap, and it works. And I'll give it to anybody. And I started doing it after the accident because I couldn't move. I couldn't do too much bouncing around. So because of the pressure on
got
my
my
head.
retina detached 2 times.
Because of the pressure on my skull, I couldn't bounce around. But his program was enough work that it didn't cause any stress and stuff like that. And that's where I've been getting my journey.
Okay. I see.
dope.
Oh, so and it's like free stuff on here.
Yep.
Yeah. So, well, I'm gonna end here and I'm gonna pass this over to SDOT Lee.
Yo, bro, that was too perfect. Yo, that was too perfect. Yo,
The Lady SDOT
I like
Lee
how you did it. Go
to
ahead.
take us
That was
on.
so
home.
smooth. It was so smooth.
I had to get one more. One more.
Really good. Yo,
You know what I mean?
I saw his face change though, because he was like, he got ready for it.
Because his eyes lit all the way
Yeah,
up.
he's like, here it is, right here. I
mad
waited
how
to
you
the
moved
end
your-
of
you
this
moved your
damn show
neck,
for this
too.
one.
He didn't even move the whole head. He moved the neck like. Yo, that's so foul. But it was so good.
Yeah, it was.
I know it's good.
Yo,
once you
bro,
start
but you do
tearing up.
look, you do look comfortable as hell, though. Go ahead, girl.
No, I'm warm.
That
Listen,
shit look
I
good.
get
That's
cold
comfortable as hell.
easy. First of all, it has been such an honor to be here with you guys, and it has been so dope getting to learn you all in different ways and like grow with you all. And I mean, like, seriously, like this has been one of the things, especially with it being such a difficult year, I think, for everybody on so many levels. And like us bonding through the COVID thing and like learning more about you and things I didn't know, seeing you open up. Like, you have been blossoming like this beautiful flower, because I haven't even seen you this active and I'm really long. Like certain
Like
things
a
you do,
black
I'll just sit back
rose.
like, oh, it's just dope to watch. Like even from the beginning till now, when y'all watch the thing, he opens up so much more.
Like a tulip.
Yeah, like a tulip.
Thank you.
And so I want to, Dom, thank you for this opportunity.
No
I
doubt.
still remember the phone call you had when you called me, and he's just going in. He's like, wait. I didn't ask you if you was going to say yes. He was like, I'm just talking like you were already on. I was like, yes, Dom. He's like, well, thank you. I was hoping you would say yes. You know, but I remember the phone call and what I was doing, everything. I'm like, oh, this, whenever you call, I'm like, this. He my inner circle. I gotta answer this. Let me answer this real quick. See what's up. Make sure he good.
I
you
thought
know?
he was bullshitting.
Huh?
I thought he was bullshitting.
Oh nah. When we talking it, I know it ain't no bullshit. So I'm really appreciative. Thank you for the opportunity.
doubt.
And Kev, Jamie, all y'all. Like I love all of you guys.
Sarah.
Yeah,
I
shout out to
love
Kevin
you.
Hall.
Oh,
Sarah
do that.
Yeah, see?
Jamie
Do that,
Henson.
do that.
Coach, what's up?
This is what I do when I see Sarah. I'm like, girl, get it. Get it. Got her over there blushing. I love making
Yeah,
Sarah
I wish
blush.
girls did that when they saw me.
That's what I do when I see Sarah. I'm like, hey, girl.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Why I say that?
for
Some girls don't do that.
everybody watching us, you guys, thank you so much. You have been awesome. You comment like what Dom was saying. And not only do you just leave, like you won't leave a BS comment like, oh yeah, we see y'all. Y'all are like really commenting on the topics that we're speaking about and like digging deep into what we're saying and giving us shout outs. We would not be able to do this without you guys. So we appreciate you and keep grinding. Remember in the days, the months, the years to come to keep a sense of self. Make sure that as you're helping everyone else, that you take the time to help yourself. Okay? Protect your mental, protect your spirit. There's so much going on. And remember, y'all, that we are not all that different. We really are not all that different. Together, we can accomplish so many things. All right? Unity is everything. So let's unify. It doesn't matter what we look like. We all bleed the same. Okay? So if we have the same mindset, let's just make it happen. Let's continue to do big things.
Big team.
The time is now. It's not tomorrow. It's now.
Big facts. I
And
love
that
it.
is the word.
And that's the word. We love y'all.
We love
I feel like
y'all.
music should have came on right
So
there. That was
love.
It's there.
So
like I
love,
was waiting
baby.
for
So
D'Angelo.
love.
How does it
The
feel?
time has come for me to go.
Uh-oh.
I had so much fun.
Yo, y'all missing spirit fingers. He did the jazz.
Leave,
Go.
but I gotta go right now. I gotta go though.
I gotta go.
We love y'all. We out of here.
Yes.
man.
What they got is cutting up.